What is up, everybody? It's Verse TV here today. Now we have to talk about this topic right here. With Sony just releasing, with Square Enix just releasing their newest entry to I'm not trying not to laugh because this whole sentiment they're making with this whole post is kind of funny. But to the topic, Square Enix just released Forspoken, the newest PS5 time exclusive. This game is not going to be on Xbox for at least 2 years, but it's a PS5 time exclusive right now. Now the game has not been well received online. It's been receiving a lot of hate. People are saying the game is mediocre. A few people have given it positive reviews online. A few outlets have given it great scores, but the vast majority of the reception is that it's very mediocre or just trash in general. So people have came out and given their points on why they think this game is so hated. And this one person stated, the many reasons Forspoken is being hated on right now. Call it the race card all you want, but we all know black women are the most hated women in society, and the black woman is the main character. PS5 console exclusive is the second point. The third point is potato PC bots. I'm not quite sure what that means. Does it mean that you have a bad PC? That's why you're hating on the game? I think that's what he's trying to say right here. But the fourth reason is the Square and Sony's partnership. It's pretty much saying, so pretty much 2 and 4 are saying console war nonsense why people are hating on this game. But the main reason we want to point out is that the number one reason, he says, people are just hating on this game because black women are hated on in general. They're the most hated women in society. When I don't understand that could be the case when we've seen, like, especially in the movie, in the film universe or whatever, we've seen movies like Black Panther 2 or Wakanda Forever. That started pretty much mostly a black female cast right there, and that movie did great at the box office. What was the other one? We had The Woman King. I didn't like the subject nature of that movie, but that movie had pretty much a black female cast. The movie was praised. You know, the subject of that film was, I think, is kind of trash, but okay. And then we had also from Wakanda Forever, the Angela Bassett. She won a big award. I forgot what the award was, but she won an Oscar, I believe. And that was the first time any actor from the Marvel universe has won an award like that. So I don't know what you're talking about here. So okay, but that's his point. He say people are just hating on that, even though you see, like in films, that's not the case. And even the one TV show that just came out, Abbott Elementary, a black woman made that show. And it's like that show gets a lot of praise. People love that show. So I'm not really feeling this narrative this guy's trying to push. I think people are just hating on the game because the game is mediocre and trash. But okay, I mean, I wouldn't say trash because I haven't played it yet, but it's definitely a game I wouldn't pay full $70 for. I'm probably gonna wait for the game to be $30 to actually give it the game a go. But I think just pulling the race card out for this is kind of ridiculous because it's actual reasons to pull the race card out for an actual real life situation. It's like discrimination or police brutality, but you know, video games, I don't think that's the hill you want to die on right there. But he is not alone with this thought process. We also had David Jaffe saying the same nonsense pretty much. David Jaffe states, I am inches from pulling the trigger on Forspoken at $70. Part of it is the good stuff I'm hearing from people who are playing it and the fact I did enjoy the demo. The other part is I want to buy it to spite the a-holes who clearly don't like women, black people, or PlayStation. So once again, with the whole women aspect, there's been plenty of video games and movies I can think of that have women protagonists or main characters that did very well. So I don't see where he's getting this from. Black people, when it's like Black Panther 1, which stars pretty much a 99.9% black cast, did extremely well. The Spider-Man games, the Miles Morales Spider-Man game did very well for PlayStation. Even the movies, the Into the Spider-Verse movies of stars Miles Morales, those are doing. The first one did very well. They got a sequel which is coming out, which I'm looking forward to. A lot of people looking forward to that one too. So I'm not getting that narrative pretty much. And it's like even in MCU, the next big bad villain character that's like Thanos level is being played by a black actor. So I mean, I'm not really seeing that. It's like, okay. Or they don't like PlayStation. It's like, clearly, people give PlayStation their flowers when they need to. Like, for God of Ragnarok, people enjoyed that game. They said the game was great. But I don't know. God of Ragnarok was $70. And I was like, hey, I'll pay $7 for that game. The game looks like it's worth that much. But I don't know about this game, Forspoken game. So I don't know why he thinks that it's just based purely on the character being a woman or their race. When it's like, maybe the game is just doesn't appeal to a lot of people, especially at that price point. They'd have made this game like 30, $40, sure, but they doing full price, premium price. A lot of people are not paying that price. And then let's get to the other points where it's like people won't pay this price point for this game. So this is what Sony advertised this game to be at I guess at one of their conferences or whatever, one of their trailers. This is how the game was advertised, and this is how it turned out in reality. Now, what is this screenshot here? This looks like a 3DS game. Maybe even like a Switch game. Like, what are these textures? This can't be real. Like, look at the textures. It's like you see some grass right here, but it's just like a blurry mess of trees and like rocks. This looks horrendous. And they say PlayStation 5 development footage shown subject to change. They were not lying. They were not BSing about it being subject to change, because that is one hell of a change right there. Jeez. So maybe this is a big reason why people don't want to buy this game at $70 Jaffe. Maybe that's the reason why. And then this person says from the PC aspect, because I'm only talking about the PS5 aspect, from the PC aspect, this person states that Forspoken is so effing broken that reinstalling it on my desktop to test my 79 XT caused it to crash because it saved the settings from my Steam Deck and my port review. This game is an absolute effing trash fire. So people on PC are having problems with the game as well. We got bugs in the game. I guess $70 just doesn't buy collision physics. The character just can't jump over the rock or move. Whatever. It's just so weird right here. Then we got the last one. Apparently, Sony fanboys were expecting this game to, I don't know, did they advertise this game being 120 FPS? Apparently, they were advertising this game to be that. I was like, hey, the game is definitely not doing that on PS5. There's 3 modes: 120 FPS mode, ray tracing mode, and performance mode. Okay. Kind of speed this up. Yeah, another person said it runs at that resolution. These frame rates. That's the big lie right there. Yeah, play at 120 FPS. That is not
Problems
true.
from the demo are still very much present. The problem is, there are some specific areas in the game that run even worse. It's not even always clear why these areas.
So apparently the performance mode is not a locked 60. It's like dipping into like the 45 frames per second performance mode, and it's supposed to be like, that's literally a mode you're supposed to get the performance out of. So why can't it stay at 60? This game is just super unoptimized. And it's like nothing even in there's no enemies on the screen. It's just an empty open world, and it's doing this, it's performing this badly.
Run slower, but they certainly do. Case in point, this Rocky Valley area.
Look, there's no enemies. It's just like the
exceptionally heavy
environment.
for reasons
Like
that are not clear to
46
me.
frames per second.
In performance mode, the frame rate is basically always below 60 frames per second,
yeah, so
meaning
let's pay
you're
a
faced
full
with a
70
near
for this
constant
game.
judder as a result of the performance demands. In 60Hz mode, the PS5's VRR window stops at 48 frames per second, so not even that can save the day. It's much less fluid than pretty much any area prior in the game, so it was extra jarring when I arrived, which quite frankly is simply
21
absurd.
frames per second.
That a
Jeez.
stable 30 FPS is impossible in high
quality
resolution mode suggests that the
I don't say this when the quality and performance. I'm really not seeing the difference. Like, this is why you're supposed to see the whole shebang with the 4K resolution, but it looks kind of the same.
dynamic
Maybe because
resolution
of the video,
target is
maybe because
perhaps
of
not
Twitter
aggressive
compression,
enough,
whatever.
or there's some other factor dragging down performance. Either way, it's not good. The ray tracing mode, though, has dips in this area as well, but thankfully they're less frequent and less severe, which is primarily why I've gravitated towards this mode over the other two. But of course, there's also the 120Hz output mode, and this offers similar performance to 60Hz.
The 120 hertz mode, you're at 40 frames per second. That was a big false advertisement. They got these Sony guys thinking they can play this game at 100 frames per second when it's like, that's not happening. You're playing this game at 40 frames per second.
But has the added benefit of a 120Hz container with a wider VRR window due to frame doubling. This is especially useful for the game's performance mode. VRR can now cover most of the drops, and it ends up looking a lot more fluid overall. Of course, you need a display that supports this, but still, if you have it, it's great. Alas, the quality mode dips low enough that even VRR can't save the day in these instances. It just winds.
This game is so optimized, but you gotta pull the race card out. I was like, really? I don't know why this was to be the game that they want to pull the race card on. I can understand like the next like Miles Morales game or movie gets a lot of hate. Then sure, pull the race card out. But really, this Forspoken game, like, come on, like this ain't it. But yeah, they roasted David Jaffe too in the comment section. Like, they definitely roasted because this is like really stupid. This is like a really stupid comment. This is such a bad take, dude. The tiny minority of actual racists or sexists who hate the game is such a small number compared to the many gamers and critics who have been panning it. Yeah. It's like there might legit be racists and people who probably hate the game because of the main character, but it's a small majority of people who just actually have a problem with the game because the game looks mediocre. Or it's like a game that shouldn't be at $70. Like nah, bro, I've seen many legit and non-BS reviews, and it's not worth the $70. Wait until they patch it and it's at a sale. Pretty sure that is why that isn't why the game is not getting a lot of love right now. But whatever makes you feel as if you are making a difference, more power to you. Courageous, so courageous. Like, yeah. It's like there's like legit injustice you can see like with all those to be posted, like these clips to be posted online. Like why try to use like say this injustice happening because of this video game? Like this is just so stupid. Like really. So we're gonna ignore Horizon, even though I didn't like Horizon Forbidden West. They got a lot of black representation, and people say that game is great. Miles Morales, another game that's highly praised. Lara Croft Tomb Raider, which stars a female character, which was a beloved series. A Plague Tale, which stars a female character as well. And The Last of Us, another series that stars a female character. So, do people really just hate women, or is it just maybe this game is just not that great? But then again, this is just going by the reception and the Metacritic score. Like, there's a lot of games at 60. You might love this game. You might love this game. You know, it has a 60 something Metacritic. You might love this game. Like, there's a lot of games I like this at 60 or whatever, or movies that's not rated highly that I love. So, it's like it is what it is. At the end of the day, you shouldn't take any of this too seriously about the scores and whatever. But just saying that people just hate the game because of the protagonist is just stupid. It's just so dumb. I just don't agree. I don't agree with that take whatsoever. Whatsoever. It's like the game looks very mediocre, and the performance is not helping his case either. So those are my thoughts about this. I definitely don't agree with this guy's opinion or the other guy's opinion that was in the first post. I don't agree with him or this guy's opinion at all. I think there's a lot of reasons why this game is not doing well so far. Why people are giving it so much hate, so to say. So. Those are my thoughts. Definitely see your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.